Welcome back to my channel. My name is Connie and I'm Connie's Country Finds on eBay and country_finds on Poshmark. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you're coming back, thank you for that. And this is a video on what sold this week, and I also have a haul. So if this sounds interesting to you, go ahead and stick around. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and ring the notification for any time I upload videos. I will be trying to do this every Friday, what sold and what I purchased. So if that sounds interesting, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a video. Okay, we're going to start off with Poshmark. I only have 2 orders on Poshmark. I had a rough time with Poshmark this month. I actually didn't make my very first order on Poshmark this month until the 15th. So they are slowly going out the door, but most of my orders are on eBay, and there is not a whole lot, but we are in summer slowdown. So I am taking this time and redoing both my stores and hoping that everything picks up here in the next month or so. So let's go ahead and get started with my 2 orders on Poshmark. First one is the Switch Remarkable Extra Large Men's Neon Shirt. I really thought this was cool. I've had this probably for a couple of years, and I bought 2 of them at the same time. I sold one last year. The only problem was this has a little hole right here, and that was from a hang tag. But otherwise, I thought this thing was really cool, and I'm very, very surprised that it took so long to sell. And it has a zipper here. It's got that distressing look to it. But it did finally sell for $20 plus shipping. So the next thing I sold on Poshmark was this Nintendo DS game lot, Cats, Wordfish, Imagine Detective. And I found this at the bins. I could not test it because I don't have a DS. So we'll see. But I sold this for $16 plus shipping. So I'm glad the games are finally disappearing. Okay, we are on eBay, and I sold this vintage original collision avoidance light. It's just a third light for a sedan, hatchback sedan. And I didn't pay anything for this. This was given to me, and I sold it for $17.99 plus shipping. I sold another PS2 game lot, Mortal Kombat, and Mercenaries. And I sold that for $16 on best offer plus shipping. This I do know worked because my husband tested it, and I'm glad these games are going because I am no longer getting games. Next up is these Sperry Topsider black plaid waterproof rain shoes. And these were on Poshmark forever. And I think I even had them on Mercari. I had no takers. Finally sold them on eBay for $13 at a best offer and $8.95 shipping. Really nice condition. I'm surprised it took so long to sell. I sold these Eddie Bauer women's dark blue hiking outdoor cargo shorts, size 14. Also had these on Poshmark. Had a few interest. Sent offers, no takers. Finally sold these on eBay for $19.95 plus $3 shipping. Next up, I sold this Singer circular stitcher attachment. This was used, and I made that well aware in the description, and I sold it for $10.99 with free shipping. If it wasn't so used, I could have got more out of it, but since it is used, I sold it for $10.99. Okay, and the last thing I sold was these Club Room Khaki Men's 36 Cargo Cotton Shorts. and I sold these for $16 on a best offer with free shipping. Also had these on Poshmark. I only had one person interested. I sent him an offer. He did not accept it. So you snooze, you lose. Sold them on eBay. Okay, guys, that's all I have for what sold for the week. If you're interested in seeing what I picked up to sell and list, I will have that shortly after this video. If you're not interested in that, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned a little something of what to get and what not to get. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the next time I upload a video like this. I'll see you guys later. And if you're interested in a haul, I'll see you in a moment. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing what few sales I made. Not a lot, but you know, it's summer slowdown. Something we have to deal with. But I do have some changes coming to my store, and we are going to talk about that in just a little bit. So let me get into this haul so we're not making this video real long. Okay? So I did get some books. This will be a rundown of books, craft supplies, a couple of shirts, a vintage tree skirt, and some boots and shoes. So that's what we have today. So let's get started. First book was the Complete Beauty Bible, from acne to wrinkles and everything in between. And this is, I'm going to put this on Poshmark. This was 50 cents at the thrift store. Next thing I picked up was 10-minute facelift. And I will explain why I'm getting into books here shortly. 10-minute facelift, and this will go on Poshmark as well. This was 50 cents too. And if I know comps of things, I will let you know. This is Tapestries of Life. I loved the cover, and I thought it was pretty. And all it is just, it's kind of like a coffee table book, and it has poetry, haikus, and short stories, and proverbs in it. So, very pretty book. It's like brand new. And it is from 1974. So, there's that one. The next one I got was, was for little girls, and they are American Girl doll books. And these were part of a bundle deal that I got from one of my thrift stores. You fill a bag of books, it's normally $3. It was half off that day, so $1.50 for a whole paper bag full of books, and these were in there. So this is Bright Ideas, and this is just has little ideas for the kids, the little girls, to make items. It has like recipes in here and a couple of recipes, nothing real fancy or anything like that. Crafts. So I thought this was really cute, and it is going to go along with this book and The Care and Keeping of You, the body book for girls. And this is a really, really important book if you have a little girl who is going through changes. This might be a good book for you to pick up for her, because it talks about everything. It talks about hair care, basic facts, private parts, how to get gum out of your hair. It talks about face, your teeth, acne, Sunsense, Body Talk, underarms, how to clean them, how to shave them. It gets into literally everything. And your belly, shapes and sizes, foods, nutrition, and changes that your body goes through. So, you know, this is really important for little girls to know this stuff, and it would be a good way to get a discussion going, because many times they don't want to talk about it, or they learn from their friends and they learn the wrong things. This is how to pick out tampons and pads, so important book. You know, it's a good way to get some conversation going with your little girl. And I have American Girl doll paper dolls that I haven't sold yet, so I'm going to go ahead and put it with this lot. So next thing I picked up was, that's all of the regular books, but I did get some art books and their student or their teacher manuals. And this is Discover Art Teachers Edition 1 through 6. So I picked up all 6 of them. I looked at the comps on these, and the guy only had 5, and he sold them for $30. I have all 6, so I have mine listed already for $35. And it just teaches art. It goes from easy to up to hard. And I believe, well, I was going to sell them separately. And it said that all 6 editions will actually last the whole year, school year. So I decided to sell them all together. So $35. So that's part of the $1.50 bag for all those books. Okay, and another part of the $1.50 bag was more art books. This is Art in Action, and this is Teacher's Manual. And these go by grade. So like this one is grade 6. So I have grade 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm missing grade 2. And I have 2 blues and 2 purples. So the grades 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which are all of these. Let's see. I have 2 blues and 2 greens, I should say, which are all of these. I'm lotting them up for $20. And they are new. So, yep. And then the extras that I have, the extra 2 I have, are going to be, no, those are going to be $30. Then the extra 2 that I have are going to be $15 with free shipping each. Because I will sell these 2 separately. It's going to be something like that. And then, again, that was part of the $1.50 deal. Along with these magazines. They are called sheet music, and they're from the 80s and 90s. And there's all kinds of different ones here. And they just have little stories in them, and they have tablatures. So they're for standard piano and guitar. So we have May 1986, February 1986, May 1985. This is March, April 1990, 1997, 1996, 1997, Whitney Houston. And these are in varying conditions. They either had stickers on them at one point or a mailing label. So 1986, but the insides are all intact, and this is what they look like on the inside. And they each have like a short story or something in them as well. So these would be really nice. 86, 83. These two are 83. I have an idea for you, just 88 and 85. So you know what would be nice to use these for if you didn't want to collect them? These would be good for junk journaling, scrapbooking, Mod Podging, all kinds of crafts. Because if you have, say you have someone who is a fan of Arthur, the movie, it talks about, it has this article in here about Dudley Moore making music. So you'd be able to tear that out and you could do something. You can deconstruct this and do something maybe with the keyboard and his face. You know? And then you could do something with this. I know when my daughter was young, we decorated her room in musical notes and things like that, because my whole family's always been into music. And I did stuff like this. I would find things that she liked and I would frame them. Say if she was a fan of Dudley Moore or Whitney Houston or whatever, I'd cut that out and just frame it really nice. And that would be like a decoration in a room. I would Mod Podge like a piece of furniture, old piece of furniture with music notes, you know, but you could use these for junk journaling. You can use these for scrapbooking. They don't have to be used for what they're intended for. So just throwing that idea out there. And the 1980s, there is 11 of them. I have them listed for $15. And the 1990s, I allotted together, and I think I have those listed for $8, maybe. Something like that. So next, the last book I got was Audrey Hepburn. This is a really cool book, and I'm not gonna take a whole lot of time on this book as much as I would love to. And I really thought that this book was gonna be worth a lot. I found it on Amazon brand new for $125. Okay, that's cool. I got excited. I looked on eBay, they're selling them for 11 bucks. 11. And I am absolutely in love with this book. Let's just do a really quick flip through, and I will show you what is special about this book if you do not know it. So let me bring you down a minute. If you're not familiar with this book. Okay, so we're gonna, it's kind of like a scrapbooking of her life, okay? That's how I would explain it, because it has a program, a note, and a card, okay? And each, it's like that throughout this whole book. There's a drawing from Audrey's mother drew her a picture, and there's a letter from the British Embassy in this little pocket. So you could take all this stuff out and look at it. This book is like brand new. I think the only wear that it's been is just from people opening and closing it, because there's a little bit wear on the spine here, and there is some markings, just like scrapes and stuff, but I think that's just from being moved around in storage or wherever it was. Here's Christmas Party. It's a playbill, a letter, and a program. It tells you on this page what is over here. You can take all this stuff out and look at it. This is like the coolest thing. And then when I was peeking through this earlier, I found my name. And I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know? But come to find out, it's a photo album. This is actually like a, there's a photo album in there. You can take it out. And it's visits to Connie's house, who is her best friend. And I'll just read this real quick. This is from 1975 to 1991. She visited. And she says, when visiting California, Audrey's home away from home was her dear friend Connie Wald's in Beverly Hills. Connie is well known and loved for her gracious and still ongoing tradition of hosting dinner parties for some of the most recognizable people in the world. This album contains photos of nearly 20 years of visits to Connie's. So that's what's in there. And then I figured out that that's Connie. So, no, we don't look like. But I thought that was kind of cool when I see my name in there. And then this one is like an appointment letter, UNICEF, a drawing, mother and a child, and a letter from Ellie Wiesel. So, you know, this is such a cool book. And I'm kind of torn on what to charge for it. So, I have to do a little more research. But I really love it. So, okay, enough of that. I hope you guys enjoyed that book because I sure did. Okay, so I got some craft supplies. I got Bucella. It says, Mother, you give so much and ask so little in return. These are brand new. They haven't been opened. New old stock. And things like this I like to lot up. It was $2. I paid $1 because everything was half off. This is warm and whimsical counted across stitch Christmas cards. And it comes with everything in the package that you need to make all 4 of these Christmas cards. So that was 50 cents. I paid $0.25. And I didn't find any exact comps like this, but ones similar to this, maybe with just like a different background or something, was on there for about $15. So that's probably what I'll ask. Next thing I found was this Creative Expressions snowflake pillow. It's a needlepoint kit. And I did find one comp for $30, but that was unsold. There was no solds that I seen. And it does come with everything that you need. And then I found, which I have already listed these. These are new, and these were actually being put out as I was shopping. And they are We Are Memory Keepers, and this is shoelace. So if you are a We Are Memory Keeper fan, you know what these are for. I'm assuming scrapbooking. Flower. This is Weave. I have these listed already for $7.99 on eBay. This is Zigzag. Scallop. And I also have a coupon that can be used as well on these. So if you're interested in these, go to my eBay store and use that coupon before it expires. I think I have it expiring next week. And this is Leaf. So these are all in here because I've already listed them. So they are live. Alright, so next thing I found was a pair of booties. These are Rocket Dogs, size 9. Really cute suede boots. All their boots were half off. So, size 9. The only problem I see is this felt stuff that Rocket Dog puts on the bottom is taken off. And these don't look like they have been worn hardly. So I'm wondering if maybe the previous owner tried to take that off. I don't know. I don't know the story of that. But those are really cute. They'll probably go for about $15 on Poshmark. Next thing I found was these Cape Robin. And I thought these were cool. There is no wear on these at all. I did not find exact comps on these. But I did find a couple of sort of. So I'm going to say maybe $15, $20 on Cape Robins. So I thought those were cool. Next thing I found was snakeskin. These are a size 7 booty. These are from Express. Snakeskin is always in style for the fall season, and these look like maybe worn once, if that. Maybe tried on. I really don't know, because the inside is absolutely clean and they are zipped back. So they might have worn them once or twice in the fall and said, we're done. But snakeskin, animal print, it never goes out of style. It's always in style for fall. And these are a really good shape. So, okay. Next thing I picked up was the shirt. This is Chase Authentics. It's for a men's. And it is Carl Edwards. It's not a true vintage. It is an older shirt, but it is not true vintage. And if you don't know what I mean by that, true vintage, I think probably before 80s, maybe before 90s. I'm not sure when they started it, but true vintage is only a single stitch. And as you could tell on this one, if you could see that, it is a double stitch. So we have a stitch here, and then we have a stitch here. So this is a double stitch. Single stitches, those are your money makers. Those get you some good money. If you are a reseller, you already know single stitch is the bomb. But both of these are double stitch, but that's okay. I went ahead and grabbed them anyways, because I think they'll sell. I usually do pretty good with Chase. I'm gonna say probably $15 for that one. This one is Dirt Car. And this is on a Gildan tag. It's an extra large. It is double stitch as well. So I'm gonna say probably $15, $20 for this one as well. Okay, and the last thing I picked up was this vintage tree skirt. This is large, so I'm just gonna be able to show you part of it, but it is really, really big. And I didn't even think about that when I picked it up and having to take pictures of it. But here it is. This is really big, so it's really cute too. Whoever did this did a really good job. And it has the little, you can tell it's got the little vintage ducks on it, or the geese. And it's got, looks like a vintage Santa bear and a bunny and trees. So really cute. If you are into vintage decorating for Christmas, this would be a good one. And I also have some beautiful vintage ornaments that I will be listing as well. I might share those in a video one day with you guys, just as an add-in, because a lady had made them and they're just absolutely beautiful, and they would go perfectly with this. And on the tree with this underneath it, that would look so magical. So okay guys, that's all I have for you today. I know this was quick, but I have actually recorded this video 3 times and they were way too long and my phone couldn't handle it. I don't have a regular camera to do videos, so I have to use my phone, and I just had to knock it down really a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyways. Thank you for sticking around. If you stuck around after the sales, I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when I upload again. But I will be trying to do this on Fridays with what sold and my haul. So until next Friday, or before then, I'll see you later. Bye. I forgot I wanted to tell you guys why I decided to start doing books. As you can see, my sales have been slow, which, you know, is summer slowdown, but, you know, it happens. But I'm in the process of changing around my store and things that I sell. And I decided that I wanted to try to do books because I needed to, 1, cut expenses on things that I'm buying, and 2, I'm running out of space, so I needed something smaller that is going to bring me a good profit. And 3, books are so easy to come by. You can get them free, cheap. I've probably passed up I don't know how many people trying to give away books this spring and summer. And I went to a estate sale, and the lady says, all the books are free, take them. I should have grabbed them. And because, you know, they have a good profit. But you also have to be careful what kind of books you pick up. You have to think about, try to get into a niche with that one. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm hoping that I can make the maybe art and music fly, because I love music and I'm interested in art too. So if I can make that fly, then that's probably what I'll niche into, because you want to niche into, when you do books, you want to kind of niche it down, because otherwise you're going to have 15,000 other sellers on there trying to sell Stephen King, you know. So when you have books like the teacher's manuals, there's not a lot of people, not a lot of resellers on there that have those for sale, so you can usually get more money out of them. So that is the way I'm pivoting my eBay store at this moment. So if you guys want to follow me on this book journey and see how well this goes, then just keep watching, keep following me, make sure you subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll keep you updated on how it's going. Okay, I just wanted to add that in. Have a great day. Bye.